episode, episode 145. Nah, dude.
Oh, we're back to doing that.
Yeah, you might as well, right? You got to do the intro, talk about what we got going on, how we're going to be at the Sunshine Festival in Tampa in January.
Festival.
And don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to be there. We're going to be there. You can get your tickets here. Here's a website, bling, bling, bling. And then Instagram, YouTube, all that blah, blah, blah. And we got a special guest in the studio today. He is a founder of...
Oh, this is your intro?
I was going to. You don't like
Oh,
it?
shit.
I thought you were
about doing the intro.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
It was like so shitty.
Like I was saying, we got a guest in the studio today. He's a founder of McDoJo.
Hey.
If you guys are not familiar with his content, he is famous for calling people out on their fake training and fake martial arts. Over 20 years of martial arts training. And we got Rob over here from McDoJo Live.
Hi, Rob. Yay.
I exist and I'm sitting in this chair.
I was really hoping he forgot your name.
Oh, that's great.
Because I saw him, he's like,
I was gonna say your government name, and I was like, nah, just go Rob.
Send the intro. And I'd also like to thank my mom.
What's up, man? What are you doing in Orlando?
EDC, so I'm here for the music festival, but
For real?
yeah, I can't stand that shit. So like my friends are going to the festival.
Okay.
And I'm just going to the after parties. So I was out till like 3 a.m. last night.
Oh, man, it would have been cool if you showed up to EDC in the Karate Gi.
you get the gazelle wounded. You don't got to hunt him. He gets them already wounded. Oh, that one's walking funny.
Wait, so you don't even go to the festival?
Oh god, I went like 3 times, and it just sounds like robots fucking for like 8 hours.
Yeah, dude, I can
But
imagine.
it really, the perk of EDC is they should
Ecstasy.
just change it to like ass and drug festival. That's
Yes.
all. There's just asses out, and you can do drugs, and everybody seems to be cool with this.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
It's always a dude dressed like a butterfly
Oh, yeah.
and a tiny, colorful backpack for some reason.
oh, usually it's just the backpack.
Yeah, it's what was it? Like Key West has Fantasy Fest, which is if you want to see fucking middle-aged woman trying to hang into that youth.
Boy, do I.
Boy,
Boy, do I.
if you think
They don't happen to be sucking dogs' dicks, do they?
Jesus.
Well, I mean, if you pay extra, I guess.
Okay.
if you want to find out how soft can your dick get, book a flight to Fantasy Fest.
It gives you an innie.
Boy, oh boy.
Gives you an innie. Yeah.
Oh.
Your
Like,
dick
wait,
turns into a gopher tortoise.
I swear to God, I was circumcised.
It's like,
But yeah, it's EDC. Something I would like to experience, but I think I already hit the age that I'm like, yeah.
I promise you,
shouldn't
you
do it.
haven't. Like, there's like
Really?
50-something-year-old dudes out there just high on ecstasy and not giving a fuck. They just out there with glow
Ecstasy
sticks.
dad, kind of like.
See, that's what I said. I was like, I want to go to one of these, but I just feel like I hit that age where you just like you're not allowed to go anymore.
They're
It's all
so
young
high
people.
they don't care. They're so high at that show they could give 2 shits less how old you are. Oh yeah, they don't care.
So it's like Rockfest, just with
It's relax. Relax.
just,
But
just
everybody's like real. So they're all
there-
high on
or
ecstasy. So
whatever.
they're all out there on Molly, and they're all just so complimentary.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh man, hey, nice shirt, man." Like, oh, thanks, dude.
very touchy. I believe.
Yeah, like
You should
wear
you should wear your Bucky's costume.
No,
to-
people be trying to host me up and crap. I don't want people.
Yeah, what's
trying
wrong
to
with
pick
that?
me
They will host you up regardless. You're the
you're
smallest
small.
person there.
You're
up. Not
easy
the
to
smaller
lift.
person, No,
Yeah.
no.
You ever crowd surf?
No.
Oh man,
Did you have you?
no, fuck that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like you're aerodynamic.
No.
Why did you say no like that?
Because too many hands. Too many hands. I just always picture someone just trying to be an asshole. Just go right in the middle.
That,
Just-
isn't that why you crowd surf?
No.
Like,
You
We're
don't.
good.
You don't
good.
understand how when you say things, how much you're telling on yourself. Like
What
nobody,
I don't want happen to me? Yeah, that's fine.
No, nobody would think to do that.
Yeah,
You're
it's-
the one who thinks to
It's
do that.
wishes.
It's
It's
project.
wish.
Yeah, it's
You're
the fetish.
projecting the fetish
Yes.
of you want people to put their fingers in
No,
you.
I don't want to
They
put
call
my
that a
fingers in
Freudian
me.
slip, my friend.
No.
Yeah,
Freudian
no.
That's
slip.
what it is.
No, I don't want
A little wink.
I don't
a
want to
little
crowd
quotation.
surf.
I don't want these.
Don't want that.
I don't want these people
Yeah.
doing the thing that I'm thinking of all the time.
If anybody out there is listening, please don't do that.
Or it's something that he would do.
Right. Yeah, of course. Oh, somebody go like, did you see that?
What are you doing, my guy?
1,000 years of pain. Yeah, right in there.
It's appropriate with the gi.
So, Rob, how long have you been doing McDoJo?
Like over 10 years now. So over
10
a decade.
fucking years.
Yeah. This is a decade of calling out fakes, frauds, phonies, conmen, pedophiles, sex offenders.
What started
and
it?
cults.
What was your first video?
The first one I think was just like a long form essay on Facebook. But like the first one that like really took off was with this guy. His name was Chris Zelensky, which sounds like that fucking Rick Moranis character or whatever.
Yeah, so it sounds like the president from fucking Ukraine.
Like this dude was talking shit, so I was like teaching jiu-jitsu at the time.
Okay.
And I put out this form, and on the form it was for a self-defense class for women. And it was just a women's self-defense class, intro class, just to get people in the door. And some random dude that used to date a friend of mine went on that, because this is like my personal Facebook when I had one. And he starts talking shit to like all the women who were like trying to come to this event.
Okay.
And I was like, you motherfucker. Like, first of all, like, that's an asshole thing to do, because like you dated a friend of mine, so like we're acquaintances. And second of all, like, that's my paycheck, bitch. Like, like this is what I do for a living. So he's on there talking shit. He's like, no woman could ever beat a man, no matter how much training you have. I'm like, have you met Gabby Garcia?
Those types,
You
yeah.
met Gabby Garcia? Like, this bitch like 300 and something pounds,
Yeah,
eating
6'6".
steroids, lifting buses and shit. So like, big
Brazilian.
Oh yeah, Poha and the Carayos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so like I sent him a message. I was like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is my job, man. He was like, well, I believe that no woman could ever beat a man no matter how much they train. I'm like, you're fucking wrong. I was like, put your money where your mouth is. I could find someone to beat the shit out of you. And he was like, okay, bet. I bet you can find no one. So he didn't know I ran McDoJo Life, and at that time I never put my face on it. So like it was just like an anonymous page. So I was like, fuck that. Let's make this happen. So I put out
How many followers did you have at this point?
oh shit, probably like 10,000.
Okay, so
And
you
only
were
on Facebook.
So you were still. I mean,
Yeah.
it was still fairly popular.
Yeah,
but it was still
doing-
growing.
Yeah, it was like a niche
Okay.
thing. It
Right,
still
right,
kind of
right.
is, I guess. But like this, I put out like a hit. Basically, I was like
fucking
$2,000
hit list.
I was like $2,000 to anybody who wants to spar this dude. I'll give $2,000 to any female, and I laid out the stipulations and all the bullshit that he said. And so I had people all over the world chiming in. It was wild. There was people sending me messages in languages I can't fucking read. I had to Google Translate trying to figure out how much they hate this dude. So eventually I did make it happen.
Who did you get?
We originally got an amateur. I forget her name. She was 14-0 as an amateur.
Okay.
And I was like,
American.
She was American, yes.
She was American.
And I was like, she's going to beat the shit out of this man. And then we got about 3 weeks from the event. About 3 weeks. By this time, the shit has like blown up. It's like one of the most popular posts on Reddit. Like, people are writing about it, and like
Fucking, it's WrestleMania.
dude,
Yeah.
it was a big deal because it was a chick versus a dude.
Right, it has energy behind it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man. So it's got momentum, and then all of a sudden the venue tries to pull out. And I was like, you motherfuckers, like, why are you trying to do this to me right now? So I finally managed to get around that. And then it was like a day after that, the fighter pulls out. I'm like, oh my God.
Your
Like,
fighter?
Yeah, she pulls out. And I'm like, what the fuck? So like I find another one, and I had two choices. It was Tara LaRosa, who was like an MMA legend before female MMA blew up, and this other chick, I don't remember her name. And we decided to go with the other chick because she was a little younger. She was an active fighter, but she was still amateur. That was kind of the point. I didn't want a pro. I wanted to prove that any female who just casually fucking trains could
hurt
beat
this
an
guy.
untrained man. Not beat a man, but an untrained man.
Right.
Because it's about the technique, and that it actually applies. So I had to find somebody his size, weight, all that shit. So she had a fight the week before. And I was like, all right, so are you going to win? She's like, absolutely. She goes, even if I lose, the worst thing I've ever had in a fight was like a broken finger or something. She's like, I've never had any major injuries. The day of that fight, I get a text message. She's like, I lost. And I was like, how bad is it? And she showed me a picture of her, and it looked like she was beaten by a group of people
shit.
with 2x4s.
it, dude.
I was like, what the actual fuck is going on right now? So I was like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm going to throw out the day before Tara LaRosa. And I'm like, this lady's a legend, but she hasn't been training in forever. She's out of shape, but fuck it. I'm pretty sure she can still beat his ass.
I hope
so let's
she
make
showed
it
up
happen.
with the fucking that cooking thing.
Oh, just the apron?
The apron.
I hope she just walked in with that fucking apron with flip flops. Like, all right, let's go.
All right, let's do this. All right. So we wind up finally making it happen. The day of the event, I'm like, all right, we got past all the hard shit, right? 2 fighters pulled out, a venue change, I'm past it. I go to log on to Facebook, I got a suspension for 7 days on Facebook, which is where we were supposed to go live and show the fight. I got a suspension for 7 days. Like,
What'd you do? You curse or something?
well, like, it was a copyright thing.
Oh.
So I was like, all right, well, luckily when you make a Facebook, like, what do you call it? Like an event, like, you don't have to be the person who made it to, like, post. Anybody can post on it. So I was like, fuck it. I just made another account, and I was like, all right, we're still back in business. I can still go live. So the day of, right, now I go to the venue, and I show up, and I'm setting up all the lights and the camera equipment and all that shit, right? And the owner's wife walks in. She goes, you got to leave. I was like, we literally are about to go live in like 2 hours. Why would I leave right now? She goes, I don't know. My husband just told me you need to leave. You need to leave. I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, he can come down here and he can pull me out. But I was like, I'm not fucking leaving. I've had so much bullshit to make this happen. I'm not leaving. Next thing you know, a cop walks in right behind me. And the cop's like, hey, what's going on? I was like, uh-oh.
What state is this in?
Florida.
Oh, it's in
It's
Florida.
in Orlando at the time.
Oh, shit.
So the cop walks in. I'm like, uh-oh. I don't have a lawyer with me. So he goes, what's going on? I'm like, well, they're about to be sparring. He was like, are they sparring? I was like, yeah, they're sparring. Is money changing hands? And in my head, I'm like, damn, he's got me. Like, but what we did was we hired her for a seminar. So we hired her for a seminar, and that was what she was getting paid for the seminar.
Right.
And I paid for his gas for him to get to the seminar. And then he was going to be taking the seminar, and they just happened to be sparring.
Sure.
Good.
Well,
Good.
apparently the State Athletic Commission didn't agree. So they had like sent this dude, and they were like, all right, the moment they touch gloves, you're going to jail. And I was like, fuck.
Jeez.
I was like, all right, well, I don't really want to go to jail, but I was like, all right. So I had to, she showed up, he showed up. So both people showed up. They were ready to go. And I had to go live to like, I think at least 15,000 people had tuned in to watch this fucking thing.
Damn.
And I had to tell all 15,000 of these people, like, hey, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen today. And I'm just getting roasted online. They're like, we knew it was never going to happen. You set us up, like, blah, blah, blah. And we did do a little crowdfunding for this thing. And so it's like people like, I feel like I'm ripped off. I'm like, no, fuck you. Still going to happen. I just have to do it differently because we were going to do it live. So I drank and smoked myself to sleep that night. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. So then the next day I was like, do y'all still want to fight? They were like, absolutely. I was like, really? Well, that's intriguing. We can make that shit happen. So we went to an undisclosed location, and they did go at it. And she beat his ass twice.
Nice.
Twice she beat his ass because he tapped a cardio. He had all this bravado beforehand. Hey, I'm going to beat her ass because I'm a man and I have better cardio. I'm in better shape. And he was in better shape, kind of. But this lady who she told me she did not train for this shit, still fucked him up. She tapped him to cardio. She got him into side control and just like laid on him.
I was gonna say, what do you? Okay,
He was just like,
he is
I'm so tired.
That's exactly how it went.
Fuck, I'm
He's like, I
sorry.
can't breathe. I'm like, you bitch. Like, all that shit you were talking, and you tapped a cardio, so, like, I shut the camera off. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, there's no fucking way I'm letting you stop right now. He's like, I can't breathe. I'm going to throw up. I'm like, bitch, go throw up. Come back. You're going to do another round. I don't give a shit. Like, this isn't like a sanctioned bout.
How much did this guy weigh?
Same as her. Same as her. I think they were both like 165, 175.
Okay.
Hey, that's a big broad.
She's strong. She of course she was out of like shape too. Like, she wasn't like training. So she winds up going at it again.
Fresh off maternity.
Yeah, she like yokes his ass up and then gets him in an arm bar, and then that was it. Like, she officially submitted him because I was like, I'm not gonna let you tap the cardio. But it's fucking ridiculous.
Listen, I kind of get it though.
What, tapping the cardio?
Oh my god, bro! When you have someone just laying on you, you're like, you know what? We're done. You're just smushing me to the floor.
So that one event is what kind of like pushed it.
That was a big push because that was a big deal on Reddit at the time, and like there was a lot of people following it. Like, I think I did a couple news stories like where camera crews came out and did interviews, and it was like a huge deal at the time. And then after that, like down the road, Rogan started talking about it on his show. He started sharing my stuff on his Instagram, and then he just kept talking about it. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, this dude doesn't know me. Like, and he just like enjoys the work, and he's just shouting out the work. And I was like, that means a lot because that means what I'm doing means something.
So let me ask you this. So basically the idea is to call out phonies and show them kind of show them for who they really are.
Show
and
that
whatnot.
Buddhist monk gets slapped around.
Yeah.
Right.
The people who do like the, like,
Tai Chi.
oh, I can
Energy.
look at this water bottle and crush it with force or whatever shit like that, right?
That's like the weird evolution of the shit, because when I started just calling out specifically frauds.
Okay.
And then
Steven Seagal.
yeah, he has that song about the poo nanny.
Yeah.
Got that shit on repeat.
Did you ever hear that song, Danny?
I don't think so.
The Steven Seagal
Reggae song.
No. What?
So good.
Steven Seagal reggae?
Yes.
Oh. You want to know how many accents this man has?
Oh, is this one of
to
the-
add to the pool?
Is this where you're gonna get us copyrighted and then be
Doesn't
mad?
matter. Doesn't go on
And then
YouTube.
change the whole fucking
Doesn't
thing
matter.
Oh, just hold off to that. Hold
Okay.
off to that.
Yeah.
So you start calling out.
Yeah, I started calling out frauds, and then eventually you started, like, it was just for fun. It was like a hobby. I was like, that
Right.
guy's full of shit. And then, like, that was basically what I did for, like, a hobby. I was like, that's bullshit. And then I'd move on with life.
So have you ever called somebody out? And obviously, like, there was a chance that guy could have beat her, right? And so,
Yeah,
so
obviously,
certain
yeah,
things
there's
could have
a
happened.
chance.
But have you ever called somebody out and then had to be like, oh shit, I was legitimately wrong about this guy? Have
Not
you had
yet.
to deal with that?
Not yet.
They pretty much show themselves for who they
Yeah,
are,
like,
right?
I do research. Like, first of all, I don't want to hit with a copyright, which I have a lawsuit going on right now. But I don't want to get hit with a copyright, like slander, libel, defamation of character. But so I do my research.
Right, okay.
And like the
We
lawsuit-
don't.
No, we probably should.
Like, I go hard in the paint with that shit. Like, I
yeah.
make sure I have all my facts, and I lay that shit out, and I'm
No.
like, this guy said this, and then I show the video of him saying that. Like, this guy
we're
did
like
this.
we're like the power forward at the YMCA basketball court, just fucking throwing elbows
We're
and
just
hurting people.
Yeah, it's just all elbows.
Go hard in the paint, that's all I got.
I think what was it? George Clooney smokes crack.
Yeah,
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, that was a good one.
I meant to
There's
say
lots of
George Clinton.
George Clinton. One might be a little more true than the other.
No, George Clinton did smoke crack,
Minor detail.
and that's how he ended up with the song "Atomic Dog."
Atomic Dog.
Because they were rewinding the tape, and he thought that they were playing music, and then he just started singing into while they were rewinding the fucking tape, and they're like, "Oh shit, that sounds pretty dope." Keep it.
Nailed it. More crack. That's like Korn. I think the band Korn was like high on meth the entire first album.
Oh, it had to be, right?
Oh yeah.
Why is that? Because all the sounds are wooka wah.
They just
I mean-
randomly screaming in the microphone.
Also, that's kind of just what happened with bands back then. You know what I mean? Like, and I say back then, even like into the '90s, it was a lot of speed.
Are they back? I think they're back on the road.
Oh, they are.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Are they back
except
on the
except
meth,
the
though?
guy that found Jesus.
The guitarist.
Yeah.
Except that guy.
What's his name? Is it Monkey?
Monk or Head.
I can't remember which one.
One of those two.
Yeah.
One of those two guys.
Found the Lord.
Yeah.
They found the Lord.
And he was,
Where'd he find him? Where was he hiding?
he was not at the rock festivals.
But that's one of the greatest clips ever. The Woodstock Corn.
Oh, so
stand
good.
with that ocean of fucking
Oh, absolutely.
humanity.
And
So
then Limp
good.
Bizkit had to go and fuck it all up.
Bro. But it's hard because you had
That lineup
so
was
it
too
was
heavy.
it was Corn, right? And Corn was day day
I
two?
think it was day one.
They were,
no,
they were very
they were-
early in the
Yeah,
festival.
they were early.
They were day one and day two. Wait, no, because day 3 is shut down, right?
I think day two was the was when
Was
Limp
the
Bizkit
fire?
went out.
Yeah, because it was day 2 was fucking Rage Against the Machine, Limp Bizkit,
Yeah.
Metallica,
yeah.
and then Red Hot Chili Peppers. And Red Hot Chili Peppers just started playing some song about fire.
They-
No, yeah,
the Jimi Hendrix.
The guys who were running the festival, like, what's smart? All of these people are very fucked up, drunk, and high. Let's give them candles.
Yeah.
And let's give them a bunch of free wood to just throw in piles. Let's see what happens.
The HBO documentary on it is so
good.
It's a really good documentary.
It's very good.
I
because-
love the part where, like, all the people who were working there, I guess they had, like, I guess they did it, like, on a military base, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And so they had, like, dorms set up where, like, the actual employees were, like, a home base.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they were, like, monitoring the mob. They were like, the mob's coming your way. And they had to, like, board up the doors. They were like, all right, man, this
They
is
got
it.
fed
Let's
up.
just say
Water
goodbye.
$7. Fuck that. People are taking bath at the drinking water.
Oh, the
fucking thing.
dysentery bath.
Yeah, and then at night, remember they had the tents that had no AC, but they'll have like rave parties.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's just.
You remember when they raped a bunch of people?
Oh, Jesus Christ! I forgot about that part.
While we're giggling about it, you remember?
While Jewel was singing in the background.
That fucking,
Hey, we're not on YouTube, right? Isn't that what you said?
And when Primus was in the back.
Fucking Les Claypool.
Yeah. Chick is getting fucking rotisserie. Yeah. Fun times, Woodstock 99. Fuck we doing here?
thanks for fucking it up for everybody.
Yeah, that was kind of the gray area that we kind of didn't want to remember. Whoops.
They kept going on. Like, that was also not the rape part. That's not. They kept going to do the medias, like the media thing every other day or every morning.
Right.
They would be like, "No, everything's going
Everything's
great.
going
It's
great.
awesome." Meanwhile, in the background, please help me.
There's fire in the background. Everything is fine.
They're being dragged away like Dawn of the Dead.
Is that a body? No.
No, that's not a body. He's sleeping. Well, weekend at Bernie's, they just hike him up on sticks and poles and shit, move him around for the press conference.
Well, speaking of which, they released the lineup for Rockville. Are we going this year or what?
Oh, it's Rockville. My bad.
yeah,
Rockfest.
Rockfest.
My bad.
Are we going to Rockville? What are we doing?
I think I am.
yeah.
First day of Rockville actually looked like a really solid lineup. Like day one looked really good.
Motley Crue
Motley
and
Crue,
Judas
Judas.
Priest and Anthrax.
Do you have the lineup? Let me pull up the lineup.
That Motley Crue. All I'm picturing here is fucking Vince Neil. Like, hot dog, hit a hot dog.
He sounds really bad.
Yeah.
He sounds bad.
Yeah. Yeah, day one, Thursday, Motley Crue, Judas Priest, Anthrax, Disturbed, Mudvayne.
You don't have to read them all.
I'm just saying the ones that I like. Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be with a bunch of juggalos?
I think I'm skipping out on Thursdays.
Are you going to dress up as a juggalo?
I'm not going with the Juggalos,
Oh,
bro.
dude.
Get some Fago.
Oh, man, spray that Fago into the audience.
I don't need that on a Thursday. That's the Thursday night one.
And then Lord's Day.
Yeah, exactly.
No
Yeah.
Fago on Thursdays.
And then Friday, you got Limp Bizkit.
See, that's the one. That's the day I'm curious about because I don't know. Is Limp Bizkit even close to Limp Bizkit still?
Their newer stuff isn't terrible.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
I didn't know that newer stuff.
Limp Bizkit, go ahead.
Jelly Roll, which is, I don't know who that
Jelly
is.
Roll.
You guys. I like Power Man 5000, Offspring.
This fucking guy.
I like Power Man 5000.
This fucking guy
Well, all
swears.
one song, huh? You like
No!
that one
Thank
song?
you. Thank you. This guy makes it seem like Power Man 5000
They were
has
good.
this catalog.
Their first CD was great.
Well, let's do a greatest hits compilation.
Go
real quick.
ahead.
All right, Power Man 5000 brings all your greatest hit.
When the worlds collide.
And
I like their
also,
I
your
like
other
their album.
favorite song, When the Worlds Collide. Oh, who could forget this classic?
Cuando los mundos collide.
Also in Espanol.
Yeah, they have on Spanish.
And if you purchase today, you'll also get your other favorite hits, such
yeah,
as.
they got fucking. You know how they do different versions, like the acoustic version.
Yeah.
Of, and when the worlds collide.
And then like a jazz piano version of it and shit.
Fuck out of here with your Power Man 5000.
Fine, we'll move on to Saturday. You got Foo
And
Fighters.
that's Rob Zombie's brother.
Yeah, it's Rob Zombie's brother.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Rob Zombie used to fucking do monster concerts.
He's still.
saw him at
They're still
Rockville.
out touring. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him at Rockville.
I think they were
and,
there
like,
last year.
He got J5. I don't know if you've ever heard J5, the guitarist.
Oh yeah, John 5. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Of course.
Like absolutely monster on the guitar. It's the most incredible, impressive shit. I've
He's
ever
playing. He's playing with Motley Crue now.
seen. J5.
Yep.
Is? Oh shit.
Oh, so he
Yep.
did, he took McMar's spot then.
John
Okay.
5 is playing with Motley Crue. He's a phenomenal guitarist.
Oh my god! I saw him at Rockville. So Rob Zombie comes out and he's the headlined act.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He goes on after Marilyn Manson, which is actually still pretty good, even though he was bloated as fuck on.
What
drugs.
year is this? What
It
year
was
is
like
this?
4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And
'Cause
so-
there was a point that Marilyn Manson was fucking killing it.
Oh,
man,
for sure.
Dude, he was bloated on drugs, but the funny part about Marilyn Manson's act was like he has like a brass knuckle microphone. And so he's out there with the brass knuckle microphone, just doing his fucking Marilyn Manson creepy, pale, pasty fucking
Yeah.
shit. And then he gets out there and he's trying to break a bottle but he's so fucking high on drugs. He's like trying to hit the bottle. It's not breaking during his set. And for like 3 songs, he's trying to break this bottle. And he's trying to hit it with the brass.
Oh my God.
He's just stuck.
Then finally he breaks it and it cuts his hand and he's like tries to do like, oh, I meant to do that. No, the fuck you didn't. Like, bitch, we watched you fuck this up. You should have given up like 3 songs ago.
What a great representation of Florida, Marilyn Manson is. Right?
Here.
Oh, yeah, man. And then fucking J5 gets out and he's doing the Rob Zombie thing, and then he just crushes a guitar solo. But we've been out there for like, what, a 10-hour day or something?
Oh, my gosh.
So we're all drunk and like fucked up and it's hot and it's humid. And J5's out there crushing a solo and then he stops and you're like, he was expecting an applause, as he deserved.
Yeah.
But we're so mesmerized. The crowd is so blown away by how good it was. We're just in silence. Thousands of people in silence just staring. And then Rob Zombie goes, this is where you applaud. And then everybody's like, yeah.
So John 5 was there, I think 2 years ago, maybe. He does a solo act too, where it's just him playing guitar. Oh man, it's so good. Fucking good. He's really good, dude. So Saturday is Foo Fighters,
Greta Van Fleet, Primus.
Yeah, see, that's well, Primus is a little all right. That's like the Applebee's day to me.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Got Queens of the Stone Age, A Day to Remember.
That's gonna be interesting because who's on the next day?
We're gonna skip the next. Well, then I was gonna end it with Stone Temple Pilots and Cypress Hill on that.
Saturday.
Saturday, and then Sunday you got Slipknot, Breaking Benjamin, and then there's a lot of people that have no idea. Sum 41.
Did you say Foo Fighters at all?
Foo Fighters on Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, so so you got a chance that fucking Dave Grohl might play with Queen of the Stone Age.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Is he a part of Queens of the Stone Age?
He played drums.
Yeah, he probably
they have rotating musicians.
He probably will then. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of artists here that I don't know, but Danny's very familiar with.
I'll tell you that Sunday one looks pretty dope. Wage War is there.
Look here, you tell me which ones that we should listen to.
Fucking Goat Clit.
Definitely, yeah. Goat Clit. Goat Clit is good.
Goat Clit's amazing.
Atreyu's really good live. The Ghost Inside is really good live.
But is that monster music?
You know, you say that, but I don't even know.
It's monster. You don't know.
This is Rob. This is how
this is monster music.
He goes, "Hey man, there's a concert. You want to go?" It's like, who's playing? Fucking, the devil's fucking the devil's uterus or whatever the fuck it is. Like, what does it sound like? It's just heavy. Just give me a sample. He goes, I'm good.
Every once in a while, you need music where it sounds like they're sucking the mic off.
I think POD is that night. That should be fun.
POD, all right.
You know who's coming to town in February, which will be a really fucking dope concert, is Static X and Seven Dust.
Yeah, but Static X lead singer passed away, so it's
still
the same.
Yeah, it's the same singer.
Was it because of the shitty music? Did it finally kill him?
Whoa! Static X is not shitty music.
I knew you like Static. You like Static.
I love Static
Power
X.
Man 5000.
I love Static X.
I'm in the fucking concert mindset. Because I just went a few weeks ago and I'm already hitting up the old ticket bag for some more. Hopefully next weekend. To see Ice Nine Kills and In This Moment and Avatar.
Are you just making up names now?
No, they're good. It's good. It's fun.
I'm going to go see Stinky Ray Ray and the Pretenders.
Yeah, I don't know what, Crescent Kick and Larry McRae and the Almond Brothers.
Oh, the OG Gooch. OG Gooch is going to be in the house.
Just making up band names.
So my dad, we were playing Rocket League, so me, Pedro, and my dad were on the party, and I was telling them about Rockville, and we were talking, and my dad goes, there's a blues festival coming up in wherever the fuck, I forget, but he was like...
Port St. Lucie,
yeah,
whatever the fuck.
He's like...
Larry McRae.
Yeah. He goes, Larry McRae.
And that it got quiet, right? And then Danny loses his patience. Fuck you talking about? So then me, Agent of Chaos, I just go, I don't know what you're talking about. It's fucking clear. It's Larry fucking McRae.
You know, the man, the myth, the legend.
But his father was really trying to explain it. He's like, he's doing something with the Almond Brothers trio.
The stepsons of the Almond Brothers or some shit.
And I go, it's Almond Brothers. As in the nut.
Yeah.
Almond.
Almonds.
It's fucking pistachio. The pistachio sisters.
Yeah, blues artists always have fucking like ridiculous name, like fucking,
Pork
like,
chop Larry. Or something.
Oh yeah. They gotta sound like they've been through some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One-eyed
Mononucleosis Lou.
We call him Lucky. He's got one leg.
They all have that shit.
Oh shit!
But yeah, we should go to Rockville. What the fuck?
It's in May. Why in May? Why can't it be in November or
happened?
December?
You got a
Listen to me.
schedule?
It's hot, bro.
Oh my god.
Florida. It's
Like,
always
and then
hot.
you were talking about, you're like, we're out there for 10 hours drunk, and I'm like, no, you guys are having a heat stroke. That's just that's why you guys didn't clap.
You're
You guys are just
dehydrated.
like, cool.
First of
you
all,
guys are
Somebody's out there,
dying.
Jaundice.
First of all, it's like
trying to hold on.
it's like the second week of May. It's still spring.
Yeah, it's still
Still spring. It's not like it's in August.
Chance of rain is high, but
But also, what the fuck, dude? You live in Florida.
I know, but I have options. I have options not to stand in a field.
now who's the headliner considered in that thing?
I think it's always the last act of
Is
every
it Foo
day.
Fighters?
Well, so like the headliner for Saturday, like each day will have their headliner.
Yeah.
Slipknot being the last act of the last day is, I guess.
So does
what you
Foo
would
Fighter
call it.
back out? I don't see they would. I mean, I could see them.
Does Foo Fighters back out?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Guns N' Roses did.
They didn't back out. They got rained out.
Yeah, okay.
I was there, dude. It was fucking lightning,
That's Pedro.
thunderstorms.
They backed out, pussies. Get out there.
I mean, all right.
Out there, you got a tent.
Dance for your dollar.
Category 3, pussies. Get out there and finish up the show.
This is Florida, goddammit. We don't go inside unless it's a category 5 and houses are flying.
I will
off.
say this: the crowd acted like that. They were like, "Fucking, who cares about lightning? What the fuck? What are we doing?" I was just like, all right. I mean, what they can't just let us stand in the fucking middle of the track while it's lightning outside.
They don't have a tent.
Some big ass
Here's
tent.
here's your fun science fact of the day. Lightning don't give a fuck about pop-up tents. And there's also 60,000 people there.
Yeah. So what are the chances you get struck by
That
lightning?
shit would be fucking hilarious.
1 in 60,000, I
That
guess.
was their solution. They just bring out one small tent. They go, all right, there you go, guys.
All right, you guys keep going.
What are the odds of getting struck by lightning?
Pretty high. I
Just
would-
generally.
Is it high?
I mean, at a festival with all the metal and all the everything set up, I can't imagine those.
I don't want you to imagine. I need you to find the odds
To find the odds.
of getting hit by lightning.
Like,
Alexa.
okay, I'll find it.
So I'll give you 60,000 people.
60, but that's not how it works.
Hey, I'll give you 60,000 people. What
I
are the
don't
odds?
think that's how. I don't.
You just. I don't think.
The odds that one will be struck by lightning in the U.S. during a lifetime is 1 in 15,300.
That's a little.
So
better
that's-
than
I'll
I'd
be
like it
honest,
to
that's a
be.
lot. That's a lot.
At least 3 people gonna
Yeah,
get hit.
yeah.
I did not
lot-
know.
As a matter of fact, there's a lot of dead motherfuckers in there.
15,000, bro.
I did not know.
I didn't think it was that low.
No,
That's a lot lower.
I thought you were much bigger underdogs.
That's what I was hoping.
Wow.
Now with the numbers you're giving me, that's at least 4 people at Rockville gonna get hit
Now it
by
actually
lightning.
does sound like negligence to leave.
There
people-
goes Duff. There goes fucking Slash.
And Axel.
Axel.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, well, Slash is gonna get it because of the fucking hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up high.
It hit that belt buckle. I did not know it was that high.
Yeah.
But only about 10% die from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the ultimate irony of like a hardcore like metal death band, like "Hey, oh Satan" and fucking lightning.
Yeah.
Danny wants
Keith Richards dies after being struck by lightning.
Can you imagine?
He died at 175 years old.
Yeah.
He was
The oldest man living, Keith Richards, died at a concert while he was playing for the Rolling Stones cover band.
You're turning that shit into a Deathlock episode from Adult Swim.
I love that cartoon. That cartoon was fun.
Yeah. So, hey, Rob, I got a question for you because I know
10
you always
inches.
piss people off online with the fake karate and the fake feng shui. Do anyone ever actually like confront
Feng
you?
Shui.
the feng shui.
Feng shui.
I get shit all the time.
You,
Like,
you don't get anyone that call. I know you go to a lot of events, like you go to karate combat and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like
you never
people-
had anyone kind of
I think-
punk you out or try to fight you.
no,
Ooh,
like I've
yeah.
only had a couple confrontations, but I think that people assume a lot about me because I'm online. I think people assume I'm a lot smaller than I am, which is like saved me so many fucking times. Like I had one dude, I was at the martial arts super show in Vegas, and it was where the fuck was it? It's like the Mirage or something. So I'm walking down a hallway. And I fucking see a guy, and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. I'm like, oh my God, this is a dude who was talking shit online. And I see him in the distance. I was like, I can't wait. This is going to be fucking amazing. But like the way that the hallway was, it's like a little bit at an angle. So like at a distance, he looks like a big fucking dude. And I'm like, oh shit, like this might actually be a problem. But as we get closer, I notice like, we're starting to even out in height. And I'm like, all right, he's not that big. And then by the time he got to me, he was like, well, under me.
It's me.
And then I could see like the look on his face change.
You're talking shit.
Hey, man, fuck you. All 6 feet of you. Like, it was just so funny. But, like, I'm going through a lawsuit right now. That's pretty fun.
Jeez, for calling somebody out on their bullshit.
Well, yeah, he's suing me for some shit I didn't say. It's like the only defamation, slander, libel case in the history of slander, libel, defamation cases where there's no quote. He doesn't have me quoted once on this entire lawsuit. So, like,
you want to quote it now?
It's all like implied. He's trying to say you
like,
implied a bunch of
alluded
stuff.
to, the public assumes. Like, man, fuck you. Like, you can't speak for the public. Like, I was very clear. So, basically, this dude, he had a registered sex offender at his facility, right? That's a fucking fact. There was a registered sex offender working with children at his facility, holding fucking focus mitts, kicking shields, working with kids, right? This dude had been arrested for molesting like multiple children, like not just one, like multiple children. He had 2 restraining orders from both ex-wives. Like, this is not a good human being, right? So this fucking dude was working, like, as soon as he got out of jail, he just goes and works for this guy. Like, around children. Now, whether he was a volunteer, whether he was getting paid, how he was getting paid, don't fucking care. He was there around kids. So, like, I made a video about that. And then this dude came back, and he was like, he said that I was lying. I was like, I didn't lie about shit. Like, I literally provided evidence.
Right.
Like, in our conversations, this shit was so funny. Like, I was like, hey, man, I'm a reporter. I'm doing a story about this guy. I'd like to ask you a few questions. And he was like, there's nobody by that name at our facility. And I was like, all right. But, like, here's a picture of him next to you. So, like, I'm pretty sure he... like,
Whoops.
And he was like, that's our old facility. I was like, all right, well, here's 5 pictures of him at your new facility. And he was like, well, clearly he's not around children in those photos. I was like, here's more photos of him around kids. Like,
well, he's not molesting anymore. Well, here's the video.
Here's a picture of you holding that day's newspaper saying your name.
Here he is at Woodstock 99.
He's crowd surfing. He's right there on the front row.
Dragging a girl by the hair through the mud.
So, like, he's suing me for this shit. And it's like, it would be funny if it wasn't, like, the fact that this dude just couldn't own up to his shit. Like, if he all he had to do was say, yes, this guy is a registered sex offender. He was at our facility. From here on out, we'll require federal local background checks, and we won't allow him back in our facility.
Just, hey, thanks for bringing up to our attention.
Exactly, like a fucking professional.
Yeah, dude, just be like, fuck, I didn't know.
Exactly, right?
Gives a shit.
And then I just, like, so he did a video. In the video, he was like, there was an unfortunate, and in the video, he like pauses.
Video.
And I'm like, he's going to say unfortunate incident involving a sex offender. I was like, he's going to own up to his shit. Yeah. He's like, there was an unfortunate video involving McDoJo life. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, you could have just said that you had the guy there. But
is martial arts, with your experience, do you think like martial arts is a other than the Catholic Church, like a haven for molesters?
I think so. I honestly do. I think that because it's an unregulated industry, so like literally anyone with no martial arts experience whatsoever can open up a martial arts school today.
Because Kermit's buddy, didn't he kill himself?
Wait, pause. Don't say
Your
buddy.
buddy,
Don't say buddy.
Hey,
Don't say buddy.
did your friend kill himself?
you know
Your
the molester
friend,
homie.
your training guy?
No, it's not. It's my training guy.
No? Okay, what was it?
My kickboxing coach, his teacher, his sensei, got busted for that shit. And
Isn't that sensei by affiliation?
No. It's not like we hung out and then he killed himself in jail. He hung himself.
Well.
So it's a happy ending.
I would say I feel bad for him, but fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, I don't feel bad for him either.
Okay.
So don't say my friend.
I wish I knew. Hey, man, I don't know the relationship of what club you guys hang out.
What club you guys hang out at?
You know your homie, the molester.
Because I told you guys the story when I did martial arts in Puerto Rico, and one of the instructors was a fucking molester, and we're kids and stuff like that. One of the guys ends up sitting in the front seat, and he was getting molested. He told us when we were doing like at one of the field trips. And we're fucking laughing.
He told you
we're
he
laughing.
was a molester?
Yeah, he was telling me, he's like, dude, this guy kept trying to touch my dick and shit like that. It was fucking 11.
You guys were
So,
laughing?
field trip?
11 and 12. Yeah.
Like a tournament kind of deal.
Yeah. Not even, dude. It's a field trip like in some fucking.
To like the water
to a
park or
river,
some shit?
To a river.
Do you remember all of this field trip?
Here's
Did you
no,
wake
no, no.
up
I didn't
in
go.
the
I didn't
bus?
go. I didn't go in the front seat. But there was a lot of kids that were upset because they wanted to sit in the front seat. Otherwise, we had to sit in the back of the pickup. Oh, it's Puerto Rico, bro. You think you fucking is unregulated? This is how I found out. I moved.
Other than the fact that he told
I moved to Florida. Other than the kid telling me, hey, when you're 11 and 12, you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, people touch
Hey,
dicks.
yeah,
This is what
that's
it
why
is.
it's fucking normal. We moved to Florida, and then the news comes out. A karate instructor in Kissimmee gets arrested for child molestation, and the fucking guy's picture comes up, and I go, holy shit! That's the dude from Puerto Rico!
You dude, they're everywhere. It's the wildest shit. I posted a video one time on YouTube. It's an hour and 30 minutes long of nothing but like 15 to 30 second news clips, like videos of martial arts instructors getting arrested for molestation.
It's crazy.
That sucks.
It's wild because
sucks.
like half the battle is people don't give a fuck. The other half is like the bravado that kind of comes with it is a cult-like mentality. Like there's so many culty shit in regular good martial arts schools.
Yeah.
Like there's something called the gauntlet. And the gauntlet is when you get a belt promotion. Not everybody does this, by the way. You get a belt promotion, and they have all the students line up on either side, and they all take out their belts, off their belts,
Yes.
and you're supposed to walk, not run. You're supposed to walk like a grown man, and you're supposed to walk down while they whip the shit out of you, and then walk back.
Yeah.
If you fucking do that, you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Think about this.
There he is.
Think about this. You're a fucking idiot. Think about this shit. Think about any other job, how that would apply. All right, so here we are, right? Board meeting comes up. Hey, Steve from HR, congratulations, you're getting a promotion in a new office. All right,
We get
we're
to beat him
excited.
with a briefcase.
And then everybody pulls out their fucking belts. All right, Steve, you know what time it is. And they just whip the shit out of Steve. You would go, that's really stupid.
I'll go, hey, man, that's a fun job. I like that shit.
Like it's the dumbest shit. But people are convinced.
Show him your video, Kermit.
People are convinced because this is the cult mentality. If you can get someone to do that and not only think it's a good idea, but think it's their idea and think that it's a part of a greater good, like I'm a part of a clique now, I'm a part of the group that does this, I'm in the crowd. I can make you fucking
It's
do
jump
anything.
in.
It's hazing.
It's
I
being
can make you
jumped
do
in.
anything.
It's being
I can
jumped
make
in.
you do anything at that point. And you might not think so, but that's how brainwashing works.
I don't know about that, man.
All right.
Of course you don't.
Your brain
That's the whole point.
Anything,
Exactly.
anything.
So think about this.
Anything.
You literally paid someone. You literally paid someone.
Listen, Kermit.
Like, think about it.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, this is called cognitive dissonance, and you're watching that shit unfold, right? So you convinced somebody, you paid them,
Okay.
Best guest ever.
you paid them to whip you,
Okay.
and it wasn't sexual.
No.
And not only that, but you are happy that you did it.
Yes.
No, I wasn't
There's
happy.
a joke
Yes,
about
you
this
were.
shit. You're like-
Afterwards, yes.
There's literally a joke about this, right? You've heard this joke, I'm sure. A guy walks up to a bartender, right? And he's like, hey, man, can I get a drink? And then he goes over and he gets his drink and he sits down and, you know, he's hanging out with these guys. And he tells the guys, he's like, hey, man, I bet you I can piss in that glass over there. I bet you $100, right? I'll piss in that glass over there. And they're like, oh, man, no, you can't. He's like, okay, pulls out his dick, and he pisses on everything but the fucking glass. He's pissing on the guy's face. He's pissing on the floor. He's pissing everywhere, right? And they got piss all over their face and like, that's great. You lost. And the guy's smiling, and he laughs. And he goes over to the bartender. He walks back and goes, "Why are you so fucking happy?" Because he goes, "I bet the bartender over there $600 that I could piss on you, and not only would you let me do it, but you'd be happy about it."
Right.
And so, like, Like the thing is like that's how this works. So,
Well, crazy and that crazy comparison to being pissed
you
on.
let someone
and
whip
then
you and you paid them for it and you're happy about it. Like,
I didn't pay for it. One.
you don't
And
pay
two-
for your classes?
No, I don't pay for my classes.
okay.
He barters his way. for his
Barter?
life.
I hold mitts.
He said, "I pay him blowjobs, goddammit.
No,
Ain't nothing culty about blowjobs.
This
I just pay
is
with
not
some
Mike
head."
Busey's sausage fest.
Oh, we
Veterans
got to
Day.
talk about that.
All right. This is not that. But I don't know, man. I just think it's more like you said. It's like hazing. It's like initiation.
All right. So,
but
what's the reasoning behind it?
I think it's like you said. It is a clique. It is a family kind of vibe. It is. You know. It's not like you have to do it. Some people walk away from it. They don't want to do it.
Look at him struggle.
I'm not struggling.
All right, I'll
I'm just
give you
saying
more-
for me.
I got way more examples.
Watch
right?
him- watch him
I just
struggle.
I just posted a video.
Let me talk,
today.
motherfucker.
This motherfucker,
So I
you're
posted
not
a video
struggling.
today,
clawing
right,
out
of-
the quicksand. Oh, well, really, it's just kind of like a whole bunch of participles and,
So I'll continue down that path.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
all
continue.
right. So let's find your line.
Yeah,
so
let's
there are
find it.
other gyms where when you get promoted, posted this today, by the way, where after you get promoted, they choke you to sleep. Are you cool with that?
No, all right. Now we're getting a little bit into the weeds. That's
But
wild.
so whipping is okay, choking is not okay.
yeah.
But one of those, by the way, is actually a part of jiu-jitsu, and one of them's not.
it's true. I'll give you that
All
one.
right. So, like, if you keep going down the path, right,
Yeah.
what happens is if you can convince somebody to do a little thing, you can convince. How about this? I'll give you an even better example. Do
Okay.
any of you think that you could be taken advantage of by a cult leader?
Of course.
Okay.
Can I get taken?
Advantage of by a con man? or
Yeah,
a
he
cult
voted
leader?
for Trump. He's good.
Let me
tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something.
So we got to know.
I'm gonna
Nobody.
say I don't know. I'm gonna.
So we got to know. We got a yes.
But again, yeah. Go ahead.
Do you think you can?
No.
Okay. I'll ask you a series of questions, and I guarantee you'll change your mind.
Okay.
All right. Are you a lawyer?
No.
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 Do you think you're better at law than a lawyer?
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, then he didn't answer.
I'm going to say no.
Oh, yeah. All right. Are you a mechanic?
No.
Professional art. Do you think you'd be able to fix things better than a professional mechanic?
No.
That's what they do. That's what they're professionals at, right?
Yep.
Are you a doctor?
Nope.
Do you think you'd be able to perform open heart surgery on someone better than a fucking doctor?
Nope.
All right. Are you a con artist?
Nope.
No.
Do you think you'd be better at understanding how a con works than a professional con artist?
Nope.
The answer is absolutely not. Because that's how professions work. So, like, when you think, I'd never be taken advantage of, bitch, that's what they do for a living. And you think you'd be better at all these other things?
Some
No, you
are
don't.
sloppy.
And
though.
you also look like when you go like if you're convinced that you could never have your mind changed or altered or be, guess who's a fucking mark now? Because all they have to do is get you to change one time, and you're fucking committed.
So we're doing a documentary about this, right? We've been working on it for about 3 years. And
okay.
we've interviewed a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists and cult experts on the subject. And they all, without coercion, all answered the same 3 ways about what makes someone most likely to join a cult. They said, 1, people who are highly educated. They said people who are highly educated are seeking more education all the time. So they're always looking for the new thing to learn, the new guru, the new thing, right? So they're almost indoctrinated. Think about like when you go to like a Gary Vee seminar. Are those people broke?
No, not at all.
Right? So
They
that's
got
the next
money.
thing. People who have more money because they're out there affording those things. A mom who's got like 2 fucking jobs and is like doesn't have time to go to the cult meeting.
Yeah.
Right? And then the last thing they said is people who think they cannot be taken advantage of are more likely to be taken advantage of because it's so much easier to do it because your walls aren't up. Like you haven't already been burned yet, or you're not at least aware of it. So your walls aren't up at all. It's kind of like fucking around with a hot stove.
It's like going like, I'm. There's no way I could be allergic to this thing, so you don't even think to take care of what it is you're fucking with or looking at or eating or whatever. Like you're not on guard for people to come take advantage of you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like
know what
kind
I
of like an allergy. If you didn't know you were allergic to shellfish, the first time you eat shellfish, you're just going to go for it. And you're like, oh, I fucked up. But now you know, so you're going to be on point.
Right.
That's a very good analogy.
So if you don't know, you just be like, fuck it. I'm immune to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you'd be amazed, man. It always starts with little shit, man. I've seen it.
It's like, bro, you know what it's like? It's like if you think nobody's gonna come and punch you in the face, you don't keep your hands up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So somebody could definitely punch you in the face if your hands are down.
Correct.
You know,
Right.
It's the same idea.
But the shit gets crazy, man. It always starts
Now
off
I
with little
understand.
nuanced shit. Like the gauntlet, right? People all the time, they defend it. Like, let's ask a question. Does it make you better at jiu-jitsu if you do it?
No,
No.
it's more of a celebration.
Does it make you worse at jiu-jitsu if you don't?
No.
So why the fuck do you do it? Because someone convinced you to do it.
Today-
That's all there is to it.
It's a celebration.
One
You can
evening,
celebrate with me with a fucking high five. Shake my hand.
one evening you're catching a belt to the back. The next evening
What is
you're
that
sucking
shit?
a
Take a
dog's
shot.
dick.
What is that? Yeah.
And you go,
donkey.
happy black belt day, guys. Waka, waka,
What's that
waka.
bullshit?
Stay away from the eyes.
We were talking about kids' soccer thing, making the tunnel,
Yeah.
the celebratory tunnel for the kids to make them feel good. Mm-hmm. Like, kind of, that's what he likes.
Well, it's even like the
Wait,
like belts aren't
but
traditional.
hitting.
Like in martial arts, belts
Yeah, but-
didn't come around. They weren't the original thing. Like you didn't start off with like belts. That was a thing that evolved. Like,
Correct.
So even uniforms, or uniforms we wear now, that evolved. Like at first you weren't wearing that shit,
Like
right?
that he said we wear.
So like, but eventually, so people are like, oh, it's tradition. To who? Like to you now because some asshole made it up so he could whip you with a belt, and then y'all just went with it. That's fucking dumb.
And pay $129 for the fucking gi. How much is a gi now?
Depends
Probably,
on the
yeah,
gi.
depending on the gi. Yeah, you look at you can get up to almost 300.
Oh,
But
the show your rolls.
they're expensive.
You paying some money,
Money,
for some
money.
show your roll gi, and then they don't even wear them. They put them in plastic and hang them.
Yeah,
up,
you don't even
stare
want
at
to
'em.
wear it because you're like, I don't want to ruin this.
You should show up with a show your roll with the plastic still on it.
Yeah, you
Don't
just
fuck it up like the couch.
yeah.
I'm still just thinking about you trying to explain.
I know. I tripped a little bit, but I do feel like it's just a celebration. It's just a crazy celebration that somebody came up with,
So
and it
here's-
just got passed through.
So here's the thing.
and everyone kept it.
I get it. I get the idea of a.
You play football?
Yes,
It's
I get the idea of a celebration where maybe like
It's an initiation to the next level.
like basketball, the slap on the ass and stuff like that. Like I get that, but when it's I think maybe what separates things like that is like, okay, it's structured like here's the thing now to do instead of just being like a quick like, hey, like a quick thing where it's like organic. It's not organic. It's like a trial thing that you have to go
Well,
through.
also,
now.
there's a lot of psychology behind that because, like, let's say randomly that they were like, hey, this is what we're doing today out of nowhere. You're the only person to ever do this. You probably wouldn't agree to that shit. But because other people have done it, it has this level of peer pressure. It's like, oh, I feel like maybe
I
it's
wonder who was
necessary.
the first one.
The first guy? Oh, yeah, that would have been a hilarious conversation. Like,
I don't even want to say.
Hey, we started doing promotions, but guess what? Before we give you the belt, you got to run back and forth while we smack you around
All right.
with these clothy belts.
all right, so now we're going to have to give hand jobs to everybody in
No,
class.
see, now you're getting weird.
Oh, come on.
Wait,
it's
sign
just
me up.
a tradition. It's
I'll be a purple belt on Thursday.
It's just a little jerking off between friends, you know?
No, you guys are twisting it now. You guys are twisting.
Why don't friends jerk each other off?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Like a fucking ski resort.
come on.
Why?
Is that what we got to do?
I help you carry a fucking fridge in or something.
Hey, dude.
What the fuck? That's
I
way
helped
worse.
you move on Tuesday,
Yeah,
Steve.
it's a lot
That's
harder.
the least you could do for me.
It's a lot harder to do. Help someone set up a fucking grill or something. It's way more difficult than just jerking, and it's not near as enjoyable.
I just don't think I want callous hands on my dick. You know what I mean?
I like that you.
The fucking
I don't want-
Mason
I
comes
like that
over.
you would be like so charitable. Like you would just.
I don't want the lever 5000 fucking smell on my dick after you fucking worked on the car all day. Imagine if it was just like that, just saying, "Hey man, you got a cigarette? Hey man, you got a hand job on you? Come on, I gotta
Yeah.
fucking
Hey, dude.
hurry up! I gotta take
what
the
I mean.
kids to soccer.
Hey, can you jerk me off real quick?
There was some fucking documentary about this shit. There was like a
There's a documentary.
Yes, yes.
Friends.
There was a documentary about this shit where this family, I guess they were like probably on the spectrum, if I had to guess, and they had like a preacher or pastor or something, somebody who went to like their church group or whatever, and the dude convinced like not only the husband but also the wife to like jerk him off. You remember this?
Whoa!
It was a very famous documentary.
Yes.
like-
They're
just
I
chilling
think
in the car.
I think it's on HBO.
Yeah.
it's on HBO.
Of course it is.
Or Netflix.
Bro, HBO has the best documentary. But it's kind of like, yeah, the dude fucking had an affair with the fucking preacher, but then the preacher had it with the wife. It was like a triangle.
God, I wish I could remember this documentary.
Like he moved in, they helped him out, didn't he fucking marry the daughter?
I don't remember.
Or some shit like that?
Maybe he used that
I'll
to work
find
his
it.
way. I just remember the scene where the guy is like sitting like the old school documentary thing is in the chair, and the dude's like, "Yeah, man, so like he just started jerking me off." And I was like,
Next thing I know,
"Yeah, then I'm jerking him off."
we're running down a fucking hallway getting hit by belts.
There's just semen and belts everywhere.
Then they gave me a purple one and said, "Here, you earned this." I was like, "What?" That's fucking great. Oh, you got your purple belt on. Oh, so good. You're finally putting it to use.
Aye. Always the rook. Aye.
I hate this analogy.
I'm sure you do. Sure you do.
Isn't it? Could you see it as?
Oh, look at him.
Yeah.
Can you just see?
No. Wait. Let me say that. As does it go back to like warrior kind of mentality where like this is like a passage into like becoming a next level of warriorness? Like
I think they can convince
we
you
go
that.
back. We go back in the day. of
Hold
like
up,
warrior.
Ron. Let me take this one. What the fuck are you talking about?
As
Warriors.
yeah,
What kind of fucking warriors?
like
Are we still
fucking.
talking about hand
The
jobs?
samurais that would fucking have duels to the fucking death? And they decided, let's scale it down. Let's just hit each other with fucking belts.
Well,
They
yeah.
didn't have
We
those.
just frolic around the fucking trees.
Frolic.
And just... What? Warriors? Fucking warriors.
Yes.
Fuck you, warriors. Aztec warriors played soccer with human heads. And say, you know what?
I just say maybe.
Hey,
it could be,
you know what,
maybe
Steve?
this
We gotta
is
stop
from
doing that
samurai time,
So-
warrior time. Yeah.
All right, so I got one for you. All right, so there are a lot of cults, right? A lot of different cults. So there is one of my favorite new up and coming cults. It's the fucking greatest, right? I think it's the funniest shit ever, right? So you have these like alpha bros. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're always like juiced to
Bros.
the fucking gills and shit.
Yeah,
right.
like me.
So they have people pay them thousands and thousands of dollars
Andrew
to
Tate.
take them through these like military style boot camps.
I know you're talking
right,
about.
and they basically just beat the shit out of them and make fun of them, so that way they can feel like a bro.
Well, they want these are people that don't feel like they're men. Like they just like they become. I've seen them on
So
ads.
I
all the
gotta
time.
tell you, like what I've seen in those videos, like, no, get up, you little bitch. Like, first of all, I'm a grown ass man. You're not gonna sit there and call me a little bitch like that, right? And then they're dragging them through the fucking mud, like throwing their backpack, pick it fucking up. That's not how men act. Like, you're basically paying to be a beta.
Honestly, I want to be the guy yelling at the people doing that.
Of course you do.
That
course you
sounds
do.
fun.
Have you ever heard of the what is it, a terror house in Tennessee where people pay, and if you survive the house, he went to cry.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Are you talking? You're not talking about McCamey Manor, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, McCamey Manor. So, like, that dude right now, like, there's a whole rabbit hole of that shit. You ever heard of this?
No.
So
Oh,
it's
you
called a
haven't heard
full
of-
contact haunt.
Okay.
So they can touch you and like
You sign it. You got to sign a waiver. If you If you survive it, you get $1,000.
Yeah, you get like
shit
10
that.
G's or something like that. But like the theory is that there's no real house at the moment. Like basically he puts you through all these trials and tests so that we can get to the house. But then
24
you never
hours.
make it. You like never get it.
Okay.
So like but the dudes
What
there's
the whole
no
point is
safe
to
way.
like they make these people tap out, like give up and
Yeah,
say
but
they
you
don't
can't
want
quit.
it. Okay.
So like if you're like, hey man, I'm done, they don't let you go.
Okay.
And then like they'll waterboard you. They'll like they'll find out, like do a full psychological breakdown on you to find out exactly what scares you.
There's a
and then just-
documentary on this now.
Yeah.
I think so.
What is it called?
McCamey Manor.
McCamey Manor.
Tennessee.
All right.
And fucking people pay for it.
Yeah. And like apparently there's a big wait list and all this shit, but like fuck that. You touch me, I get to touch you. That's how the haunted house should be.
That's what I'm. Is it not like that? Is it
No.
like just a you gotta go through
let's,
all of
let's
it? And
picture they do a research on you. They know you got claustrophobia and so shit
Yeah.
like that. So they'll make sure there's a room there that's gonna fucking put you in claustrophobia, and you could be begging for your
okay,
life
so
to get out.
it sounds like what there is there is no finish line to this
No.
thing. They just keep
They keep
fucking
going.
with you forever and ever and ever
Until they decide.
until you lose.
Until they're done jerking off.
Okay. Until they Until they're all
What?
chafed.
I don't think that's a part of it, man.
I think they have closed caption TV, and this is people's kinks, and they're like, you know what?
The dude who runs it, that's got to be a kink for him.
It has to.
Because he films them all. So
Yeah.
he like records every one of these torture sessions. Like he's getting in trouble with the government right now or some shit.
There's just something for everything, I think.
Have you heard the thing on Sausage Castle? What they did for Veterans Day?
Is this the place where they offer blowjobs for veterans?
Yes!
I've heard of this thing.
Yes!
It's in like Kissimmee or something, right?
Yeah, it's Sausage Castle,
Right.
where Miguel goes and does comedy shows.
Yeah.
And takes everybody goes out there and Robert says a great thing for the country.
Yeah, man.
And the
Salute.
lady's name is Jenny Jizz.
Oh,
I go,
shit.
who the fuck is Jenny Jizz? I did some research on Jenny
If I had to
Jizz.
guess, she's probably a porn star. Just guessing.
Well, she
Or an
has
unfortunate
some
last name.
X videos there, but she's not a porn star. She just does porn activities.
She just blows dudes for the.
And yeah, she's like a swinger. She looks like an art teacher in high school kind of thing.
So is the art she's doing is like
It's a lot of Polak.
interpretive.
A lot of Polak.
It's abstract.
A lot of abstract shit.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Are you good?
You good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was done with the baby. I was listening to you guys said I'm pulling something up for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
Are you pulling out the blowjobs?
Yeah.
Pulling up the Jesse. What did you say? Jenny
Jizz.
Yeah. That sounds.
So yeah, she looked like
Promising.
a swinger type, but it's like, man, these guys are having PTSD. I'm pretty sure they want one of these fucking young chicks. But Rob was saying, it's like, that's how the Sausage Castle
Well,
works.
he's got something for you. Oh, breaking news from
Bio.
Oh, her bio? Okay. I'll
her
read
bio.
Her
She
bio.
has a bio.
Her bio.
Title
Let
is
me
great.
read this now.
The title is great.
All right, let's see it.
Jenny Jizz says,
Oh, read the title. Read the title.
how did I become such a cum whore?
Oh my God.
Hi, guys. I'm Jenny Jizz. And welcome to my home of naughty cum hunting.
Oh boy.
My husband, cum artist, and I are cum lovers.
Wait, his name is Cum Artist?
It is our favorite part about sex. We randomly go out and hunt for cum. I also love to wear cum. I collect it out in public. The whole time, cum artists will record this and we share it with our fans.
Boy, oh boy.
That's her bio.
That's a very like to the point bio.
Yeah, a lot of cum.
Yeah,
Too
there's
much
just
cum.
cum all over that bio.
Yeah.
Sticky.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Like an ICP concert.
Yeah, but
Just Fago and
But you
Jism.
know how Gary hangs out with these fucking young, fucking hot chicks kind of thing. We're
He's
like,
got
damn.
some attractive women that go there.
Yes, but like
It's
you
like,
said,
yeah, it's like
Wolf-
Wolf of Wall Street. Like I think the ones that he goes out with in public are probably like the top shelf stock.
Okay.
Right, and then the ones that
when you go to Sausage Castle,
the penny
he's
stocks.
selling you penny stock. But you paid top stock
Right.
price.
The Instagram ones are the ones who just like hand out raffle tickets.
Dude, I had such a bad lap dance one time. This shit reminds me of this shit. So, like, I was in Vegas, friend's bachelor party.
Okay.
And I get off the plane, and all my friends are already at the strip club, which is located directly across from our hotel, so you can walk.
Okay.
So it's like I get off the plane. I don't fucking want to go to strip club right now, but it's a friend's bachelor party. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
So I go, and like when you get there, they were like, "Yeah, man, it's gonna be a $40 cover." And I'm like, "Man,
That's
a little
crazy.
pricey."
Jesus.
But my friends are already in there. Fuck it, I'll do that, right? So I get in, come to find out, some of them didn't pay a cover, and some only paid 20. So like I was like, this is shady as shit. But they hand you a girl when you walk in. So as you walk in, there's like a line, and they just like hand a girl to you, and they arm in arm, you go to your table, and they just kind of flirt and whatever, right? And the lady kept pestering me for a lap dance. Hey, look at the lap dance. Hey, look at the lap dance. Finally, I was like, you know what? I was going to do this later, but might as well get it out of the way. I'll go and get a lap dance. So,
Sure.
Just so she'd leave me the fuck alone. So I go upstairs to the champagne room. They're like, it's a 2-drink minimum. It's like, it's a 2-drink minimum for a fucking lap dance? Like, I'm supposed to, like, these are drinks.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to, like, how
Each
long do you
drink,
think I'm going to be up there?
$26.
Oh, yeah, super expensive.
Okay.
So then, like, I sit down. I'm like, all right, I got my drink. I'm like, fuck it. I fucking hate this shit already, right? And then she proceeds to dance like 10 feet away from me. I'm like, I don't think you understand the word. Lap dance. So, like, she's dancing, and then she starts, like, hitting me with the used car salesman shit. For only X amount of dollars more, we can go into the other room.
Oh.
And in my head, I'm like, why the fuck? I don't even want to be in this room. like, Like, it was the worst.
What, this is the entry room? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah,
I thought outside was
So
the entry
in the
room.
other room, do I actually get a lap dance? Like, and then what happens after that room?
Oh, you'll find out. Yeah. This is the
get the lap
stripper
dance.
version of McManny Manor or whatever the fuck.
You get the lap dance, but
It's
I
just
keep
a
all my
torture.
bikini
All
on.
right, when we go into the next room, it's a 4-drink minimum.
Yeah. They just keep kicking the fucking
Yeah.
finish line down the road.
You know, it's funny. In Canada, there's this club called Grand Prix, and very different over there. The rules in Canada, what is it? $20, you get a lap dance. $20 Canadian, you get a lap dance.
What do they call it? It was a Canadian dollar.
$30 Canadian. They'll jerk. You can touch them, just don't insert or anything like that. $40 Canadian, they'll jerk you off, but for $60 Canadian, they'll blow you for 2 songs.
Oh,
Or $80, you can fuck them for 2 songs or something like that.
Jesus.
This is Canada?
This is Canada. The club is called Grand Prix off Montreal. I don't know if that place.
That is very specific.
I don't know if
but
that
I'm sure
place
they
is still
appreciate
there.
this plug.
Yeah.
I'm sure
It's
they
pre-
appreciate the
It's
plug.
pre. I think is it pre or no? It's post 9/11.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is like, they were like, all right.
Let me call my
this
boy
is going to
Raven.
make up for the terrorism. We're just going to give you hand jobs.
Yeah,
You know,
dude,
that'll-
it was fucking.
some patriotism for you.
Yeah, we were there from 3:00 in the afternoon to 3:00 in the morning.
That's a long day.
Yeah.
But you won't do Rockville.
Hey. It was indoors.
Yeah.
There's
AC.
the AC. Yeah.
Not using portalets.
No.
in the
I mean,
sun.
you can still get a hand job at Rockville, I'm sure, but it's a much different pricing.
They gotta be there.
Gotta be. I'd be some lot lizard.
Oh, probably.
out
You got to go to the campsites, if I had to guess. Yeah.
There's a special tent with a sock on it,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure.
Where's the so what's your biggest platform? Is it IG?
Yeah, right now it's like over 500,000 followers on there.
Yeah, when
And
I was
then,
looking,
like,
it was-
TikTok is right behind it, but I can't stand TikTok.
Why?
It's just fucking annoying. Like, I don't know. I just
You can't put violent stuff.
I mean, like, you can't put anything that has a knife. So if, like, I put a fake rubber knife on there, they flag it. If I put a fake gun on there, it's like some of the funniest shit of, like, self-defense gurus that don't know what they're doing are with, like, weapons.
Like that dude from Detroit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Dale Brown's a
I
fucking
love that
douche.
guy.
Oh,
He's
my
so
God.
silly.
Yeah, but he's being serious.
I
That's the
know. That's
problem.
why I love it, because he really thinks he's showing you good shit.
Oh man, and he has like a cult following too. People are like, Dale's the man. Like, his claim to fame and what he always says in all his shit is like, oh, none of my people have ever died in the line of duty, which are, by the way, security guards who show up like after. And then he's like, Detroit Dale Brown. Like, bitch, he lives in Ferndale. It's like 30, 45 minutes of like a nice area of town. And then like the problem with Dale is the perpetuation of the bullshit with stuff like that. None of my people have died in the line of duty. Like, bitch, there are dildo salesmen in Detroit who haven't died in the line of duty either.
Yeah.
Does that mean they're self-defense gurus?
What is it? Disney says nobody has ever died in Disney property. It's because they wheel them out
And they
and then
Yeah.
They just
declare
dump them.
Yeah, they're like, no, it's still breathing. His head's over there by the fucking canoe.
get him to the on ramp
No.
and then go time of death.
And top of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They,
shit.
they probably have a special name for it, like guest services
Oh,
or some
for sure.
shit. Yeah, just drop them off at guest services. They
probably have-
drop them with other bodies.
Oh yeah.
I had like a 10x10 little grass pad, like a doggy pee pad in there
That's
that's still
not
owned by the
actually-
city
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
They
so
say that like Disney's like the size of, you could fit Guam in there.
it's so big, dude.
It's huge,
It's so
dude. It's you got to step back and just zoom out on Google just to see how much they owe.
It's so much.
They have their own security too, right? They have their own security and
So some of the stuff has changed, but yeah, they were basically for the longest time they're their own municipality.
Yeah.
Like they had their own police and fire and shit like that.
they don't have that anymore.
I think I don't know really. It's kind of changed up. I think they still do, but the state runs it now or the county or something like that. That was back when. Remember when Ron DeSantis and the "Don't Say Gay" thing, and Disney was like, "We don't support that." So they had this big back and forth of like, well, Ron DeSantis is like, "I'll take your whole Reedy Creek charter away" and shit like that. And
Yeah, don't do that. Like,
it took a
don't
whole
fuck with
thing.
the mouse.
Yeah, it took a whole thing.
That mouse, he's a gangster, son.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, but the vision for that dude, that fucking guy to be like, I'm going to buy this swampland.
It was straight up swamp. That whole area is fucking. That's green swamp. Is all. I mean, that's such a big fucking piece of shit property.
I'm going to buy this. I'll put a theme park on top of it.
Sure did.
Look at this fucking cracker.
Sure did.
I will sell him the swamp.
kind of like
He-
Sausage Castle. You know, he's
Yeah,
like,
to
I
an
had a
extent.
vision A blowjob.
I had a
veteran.
mission for veteran. We salute you, sir.
We
Keep
still-
doing God's work.
So where do you want people to for sure go find you and follow you?
Oh, YouTube. YouTube's
YouTube?
where I make the money.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, man. Like Instagram, it sucks being like recognized on a platform that doesn't pay you shit.
Yeah.
Like, go to the platform where I make money.
So YouTube, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm almost at 100,000 there.
YouTube.com/McDoJo Life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for Reddit. There's a dick who took McDoJo Life on Reddit, like the McDoJo Life, and
Yeah?
he's like just posing as me.
No shit.
Yeah, like that guy's not me. Like,
Aw.
so like every one of their posts, I just like.
Do
am
they
a
make
hater.
money off Reddit or no?
Probably not. Like he probably just did it just because he wanted to steal the name. And I was polite. I reached out to the guy. I was like, "Hey man, like it's my name. If you don't mind, I'd like to get that back." Like,
Yeah.
And he was like, "Fuck you." I was like, "Oh man, you suck."
Damn.
So like now on every one of their posts, I just go on there and I'm like, "That's not the actual page. This is the page." And like I just like I can see every once in a while their numbers just kind of drop, and then I can see mine go up because people can't stand.
Yeah,
that
you
shit.
just create a page that says McDoJo official or whatever.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
the McDoJo Life on Reddit.
The McDoJo Life.
But
I
you'd
love
be
Reddit.
amazed, man. Like I just started off doing it just to like call out bullshit, and then eventually it just became this big thing where it's like now I'm calling out people who were like actually defrauding people, like rapists.
mean, that's good
like,
shit.
Fucking wild.
I like it.
Oh man, I love my job. I get to talk shit for money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
It's fucking awesome.
Perfect.
I like the fact that you came here, you push your site, but more importantly, you destroyed my friend's dream
Oh yeah.
of fucking getting hazed.
He thinks you pointed out very clearly to him that he doesn't have the friends he thinks he has. And I love it.
Well, like I think we all do stupid shit,
Oh, of
you know.
course.
But like I
Yeah.
think that's the important part is like drawing the line. It's like this is my line, and I'm not going past that line. But there's a lot of people who can't, so they're like start off like going down that path, and then eventually, next thing you know, you're blowing people at the sausage party.
You never know.
It always ends up
It really does end there.
with somebody getting blown.
Every little concession you make, it ends at the sausage castle. But I bring wheels down
Gonna
on
bring
this.
Wills?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we lost our big hype man.
Yeah, we lost Kermit. He's on baby duty.
Episode 145 of Nah Dude. Check us out at nahdude.com. Keep following us for updated things if we get to the Sunshine Comedy Festival dates set and
yes,
shit
that's
like that.
in January. We're doing too much pushing it right now.
Yeah, so
Let's slow down. We'll push it in December.
fair enough.
But we're happy to be there. And big ups to Side Splitters and BT for inviting us over.
Yeah, go to the Patreon page if you want to see the full episode in video. Follow us on YouTube for all the clips.
Also support our buddy here, McDoJo, on YouTube. It's McDoJo on
McDoJo Life on pretty
Dojo
much
Life.
everything, man.
We'll make sure we put it here, a link.
Yeah, and that's it.
We good?
I think we're good,
Rob,
right?
thank you for stopping by, brother.
Appreciate
we
you,
appreciate it, man.
Very cool. All right,
All right.
peace out.
Bye, bitches.